God, take a look at that feature. This is the brand new Xiaomi Mi Mix, the new world's most interesting phone in my opinion. So you remember the Sharp Aquos Crystal from a couple of years ago, that bezel-less phone that I've showed before, but with the chin that kind of made it look like an old Zune HD? This Mi Mix is a 2016 reincarnation of that concept, and it's beautiful. I love seeing companies go all in on like crazy unique gambles like this. People like to keep saying smartphones are boring. Well, sure, we've technically seen this before, but this phone takes it to the next level. I don't care. It has a 91.3% screen to body ratio, so almost no bezel on any of the three top sides, and a small chin. The huge display flows right up to the edges of the phone, so it just kind of looks and feels like you're holding just the display in your hands. It looks like the future. And this time, it's a 6.4-inch display, so you're fitting an absolutely huge screen into the footprint just a little bit larger than some phones today that have a 5.5-inch display. It's obviously still going to be a huge phone for pretty much everyone, obviously. I couldn't reach all the edges with one hand, and I usually can with any phone. But of course, Xiaomi thought of this, and they included in the software a unique little feature to bring the navigation buttons further up, reachable on the display. So you can reach them at any time. Fun fact, this is also actually a 17:9 display, which is why videos don't completely fill it like they did with the Crystal, but pretty much everything else does, especially if you capture your own media. And the corners are curved. I don't know how much resolution from the official number you're going to be losing from this, but that curve, that is pretty. All four corners of the display are curved. And like I said, the chin isn't even that big this time. This feels much more 2016. You still have all your display drivers and your hardware and the front-facing camera and everything down there, but it's now all in a chin that's still smaller than the one in the Pixel, which isn't even bezel-less, obviously. It really makes other phones' bezels and edges look big. So the advantage, again, to having this display go right up to the edges, one, the camera, the viewfinder, looks amazing. It kind of looks fake at first, actually, but yeah, taking photos and videos with this camera is sick, really immersive. Watching videos is also dope. When it's a native video, since it's a 17:9 display, you also leave the nav buttons up and don't lose any screen. But if it's YouTube or something, some third-party app, it hides the nav buttons, and then you get these little black bars. Still looks pretty great, though. And yeah, just generally everything involving content, you're going to have this much more immersive experience. The display looks great. You got to get like a sick high-res wallpaper, obviously, get all your apps and games. They're going to look great going all the way to the edge. Now, the disadvantage, number one, would be, because it's so close to the edge, accidental touches. But the edge rejection in the software already seems pretty good, so that's a good sign. So the biggest con now is probably durability, because you know, obviously, if you drop this thing without a case, it doesn't stand a chance with almost no protection. And this polished ceramic body is about the slipperiest phone of all